stay away from these 7 people. Some people feed your soul. Others drain it, quietly, consistently, until there's nothing left. Carl Jung, the father of analytical psychology, didn't just study the unconscious. He explored the shadow, the dark side of the human psyche, and the people it can create. And he warned us, there are people you must stay away from. Not because you're better than them, but because they will cost you your clarity, your peace, and your sense of self. These are the 7 types of people Carl Jung would urge you to avoid. The longer you stay near them, the more you risk forgetting who you are. The shadow projector. Jung believed everyone has a shadow, the unconscious parts of ourselves we don't want to face. But some people refuse to even look. Instead, they project their shadow onto you. They call you selfish when they're the ones manipulating. They shame you for emotions they can't handle in themselves. These people turn you into their enemy, and if you're not careful, you'll start to believe it. Jung said, everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves. But the shadow projector doesn't want understanding. They want escape, and you're their mirror. Stay away before their delusion becomes your identity. The power-hungry manipulator. Not all control is loud. Sometimes it comes disguised as concern. Jung studied the archetypes of power, those who dominate through guilt, charm, and silence. They demand loyalty but give none in return. They create confusion, dependency, doubt, and worst of all, they make you think you need them. But you don't. Jung believed real growth begins with individuation, becoming whole, authentic, self-aware. The manipulator fears that, because your freedom destroys their illusion of control. The emotionally possessed. Some people don't feel emotions. Emotions possess them. Rage, envy, despair. They become consumed by a single emotion, unable to see the world beyond it. Jung called this being possessed by a complex. A psychological force takes over their behavior. You'll feel it in the chaos around them. One moment, they love you. The next, they explode. And you're left walking on glass, trying to fix what isn't yours to fix. If you stay, you'll start drowning in emotions that never belong to you. The mask wearer. Jung taught that we all wear a persona, a mask for society. It's normal. But some people become the mask. They trade authenticity for applause. They speak in sound bites. They avoid depth. Vulnerability terrifies them. And if you're not careful, they'll drag you into the same performance. Jung warned, the persona is a mask, but it becomes a prison. These people will make you feel like you're not enough unless you're playing a role. Walk away before the performance becomes your reality. The eternal victim. Nothing is ever their fault. Parents, partners, the world, everyone's out to get them. Carl Jung believed healing begins with responsibility. But the eternal victim avoids it at all costs. They don't want growth. They want rescue. And guess what? You're the rescuer. Until you fail, then you become the villain. Jung would say, these people are trapped in their own narrative, and they'll trap you in it too. You cannot fix someone who's committed to staying broken. The envious underminer. They smile when you win, but deep down, they resent it. Jung understood envy as the pain of seeing in others what we've rejected in ourselves. Envy makes them small, and they'll try to shrink you too. Their support feels hollow. Their silence after your success, deafening. You'll hear their voice when you're doubting yourself. Because envy hides in subtle sabotage. It rots relationships from the inside out. And if you stay near it too long, you'll start dimming your light just to make them comfortable in the dark. The emotionally unavailable mirror. They reflect you. Your energy, your humor, your rhythm, but something's missing. They're never truly with you. When things get real, they disappear. Jung would say they're disconnected from the anima. They avoid emotional reality. Intimacy terrifies them, and in their presence, you feel lonelier than you do when you're alone. Because what they offer isn't connection, it's mimicry. Don't confuse reflection for relationship. Carl Jung never said to judge these people. He said to recognize them, because your psyche, your soul, your sanity must be guarded. These people don't just cost you time. They cost you identity. And if you're not conscious of who you're around, you'll become unconscious of who you are. Jung believed the journey of life is about individuation, becoming whole, but wholeness requires boundaries. Until you make the unconscious conscious, Jung said, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. That includes the people you allow near you. Choose wisely, because your peace is not negotiable. If this message found you, hit like. Subscribe to Mindstream for more deep insights and timeless truths. And tell us in the comments, which of these people have you known, and how did you finally let go?